Hello aspirants, welcome back to our YouTube channel Smart Preparation to Success. TGPSC Group and Daily Answer Writing series చేస్తున్నాం కదా. సో పేపర్ 4 ఎకానమీ అండ్ డెవలప్మెంట్లో డే 81 and 82 ఆన్సర్స్ని డిస్కస్ చేసుకుందాం. లెట్స్ స్టార్ట్. First question, critically examine the different measures of money supply in India. How does the RBI use these measures to ensure price stability and economic growth? సో మనం క్వశ్చన్లో కీ పాయింట్స్ ఏంటి ఫస్ట్ నోట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఫస్ట్ మెజర్స్ ఆఫ్ మనీ సప్లై అని అడుగుతున్నాడు. సో వాట్ ఈస్ మనీ సప్లై? మనీ సప్లై ఈజ్ నాట్ మెర్లీ ఏ స్టాటిస్టికల్ అగ్రిగేట్ బట్ ఏ రిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ లిక్విడిటీ ప్రిఫరెన్స్, ఫైనాన్షియల్ డెప్త్ అండ్ policy transmission in an economy. So in India, Reserve Bank of India classifies it into M1, M2, M3, M4, each capturing a different layer of monetary behavior. Okay, what are the measures? M1, it is transaction layer. Immediate purchasing power, best indicator of consumption demand, limitations, underestimates financial savings. M2, transitional layer, adds semi-formal savings, declining relevance due to banking expansion. M3, financial system layer, capture banking sector dominance, reflects credit expansion plus savings behavior. M4, extended layer, includes entire deposit ecosystem, statistical broad but analytical weak. Traditional measures assume clear liquidity boundaries, but in today's economy, UPI, digital wallets. RBI strategy, from control to calibration. The RBI no longer targets money supply rigidly. Instead, it uses it as a guiding signal. Signal role of M3, acts as a macro indicator of liquidity conditions, helps anticipate inflationary trends. Policy transmission channels, repo rate affects credit, alters M3, bank lending expands deposits, increase money supply, inflation expectations influence money demand. Rise of digital money challenges traditional aggregates. Informal sector dominance in India, weakness prices measurement. Money supply is now a supporting indicator, not the sole anchor of policy. Conclusion, money supply measures M1 to M4 remain foundational, but their relevance lies in interpretation rather than mere calculation. The RBI's modern approach reflects a shift from controlling money to managing liquidity expectations, ensuring both price stability and sustainable growth. Second question, examine growth in money supply in neither a necessary nor a sufficient condition for inflation in a developing economy. Discuss this statement in the light of the quantity theory of money and structural factors influencing inflation in India. So inflation in an economy is often linked to money supply growth as explained by the quantity theory of money, which show a direct relationship between money supply and price levels. However, in developing economies like India, this relationship is neither linear nor exclusive. Quantitative theory of money, an increase in money supply leads to proportional rise in prices. Money supply is a sufficient cause of inflation. Why money supply is not a necessary condition? Inflation can occur even without exclusive money supply. Cost push factors, imported inflation. Structural factors influencing inflation in India. Dominance of food and fuel in consumer price index basket. Agriculture dependence on monsoon. Informal sector distortions. Administered pricing, MSP subsidies. Global linkages, oil imports. Role of monetary policy. The RBI adopts flexible inflation targeting, focuses on interest rates than strict money supply control, uses liquidity management to complement structural policies. Conclusion, well, excessive money supply can contribute to inflation. It is neither necessary nor sufficient is a developing economy like India. Inflation is a multidimensional phenomena shaped by both monetary and structural factors, requiring a coordinated policy approach. Day 82 answers. The first question, discuss the structure of the Indian banking system. How does it contribute to financial inclusion and economic development? The Indian banking system has a multi-layered and well-structured framework regulated by the Reserve Bank of India, which acts as the apex monetary authority. Structure of Indian banking system. RBI responsible for monetary policy, regulation and supervision. Commercial banks, public sector banks, private banks, foreign banks and regional rural banks. They provide core banking services like deposits and credit. Cooperative banks operate at urban and rural levels to local credit needs, especially for agriculture and small borrowers. Development banks and specialized institutions such as NABARD, SIDBI, which provide long-term finance for specific sectors. New age banks, payment banks, and small finance banks that focuses on areas like digital payments and small borrowers. Contribution to financial inclusion. The structured system ensures last mile connectivity through RRBs, cooperative banks, payment banks. Initiatives like Jandan Yojana, direct benefit transfers, and mobile banking have expanded access to banking for the unbanked population, especially in rural areas. Role in economic development. Banks mobilize savings and channel them into productive investments, supporting sectors like agriculture, MSMEs, and infrastructure. Priority sector lending ensures a credit flow to weaker sections. Digital banking and fintech innovations enhance efficiency and transparency. Conclusion. Thus, the Indian banking structure plays a critical role in inclusive growth and economic stability through challenges like NPS and regional disparities persist. Second question. How do cooperative banks and regional rural banks strengthen the rural credit structure in India? Cooperative banks and regional rural banks form the backbone of the rural credit structures in India, complementing the efforts of commercial banks under the regulation of the Reserve Bank of India. Role of cooperative banks. Cooperative banks operate on the principle of mutual help and local participation. The three-tier structure, state cooperative banks and primary agriculture credit societies, ensures deep penetration into rural areas, provides short-term, medium-term, and credit for agriculture, offers crop loans and input financing, promote financial inclusion through uh, familiarity with the local conditions. Role of regional rural banks. RRBs were established to bridge a gap between commercial banks and rural credit needs. Sponsored by public sector banks, they combine local knowledge with institutional strength. Focuses on weaker sections, small farmers, and rural artisans. Provide affordable credit and banking services. Support government schemes like Pradhana Mantri Jandan Yojana and Manrega payments. Contribution to rural credit structure. Expand institutional credit access, reducing dependence on money lenders. Promote financial inclusion and rural development. Strengthen agriculture productivity and rural livelihoods. Challenges. Issues like low capital base, governance weakness, rising NPS affect their efficiency. Conclusion. Despite challenges, cooperative banks and RRBs remain vital for inclusive rural credit delivery and balanced economic development in India. So these are the four answers. Okay. సో మీరు కూడా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఓకే. మీకు ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాను తెలంగాణ మూమెంట్ క్లాసెస్ కూడా స్టార్ట్ చేశానని. ఎవరైనా చూడని వాళ్ళు ఉంటే చూడండి. అలాంగ్ విత్ MCQs, అంటే ఏ టాపిక్ అయితే మనం డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నామో ఆ టాపిక్ని బేస్ చేసుకుని MCQs కూడా మనం ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఓకే. సో ఫర్ డైలీ ప్రిపరేషన్ ప్లీజ్ లైక్, షేర్ అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ మై ఛానల్. థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.